So this Telerain Summer Trials thing has been going on for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. It started on, what, the 18th, I think, of July, and it ends on the 18th of this month. And I think it's kind of a shame, because this is kind of what I've been talking about wanting out of Plarium for a long time. I want them to be creative. I want them to come up with fun stuff for the players to do and get engaged with. And I feel like conceptually they were onto something here. But in execution, I think it's like they did everything wrong that they could have done wrong with this. And I wanted to talk about what I think is wrong with it, and then some ideas for how it could be better. Because I hope this isn't the last time they do this, because it's flopping. It's flopping hard. And it's their fault it's flopping. First of all, I don't even know really where to start, first of all. First of all, don't have this be an external website. There is no reason for this not to be a tab in the game. There's so many tabs in the game. You constantly have packs popping up in our face all the time. You can do that. You can add another tab to the game. You could add it to the news tab. You could put it over on the side, which is what I would probably think would be ideal, like where the shop offers glow and the tournaments and events. I think if you put a button there where you could click it and it would bring up something in the game that was this, basically. This right here. Just have this come up in the game when we press a button so we can look at it and see the stats. People are not going to go to a website to check this out. They're just not. Also, like, this whole thing right here is just boring. It would be so much better. I think people would be so much more engaged with this if you could click a button in the game and bring this up. The interface itself, I guess, is fine. You know what I mean? Whatever. But like, no one's coming to your website to do this. Also, so that's the big thing. I think one is just accessibility. I think a lot of players forgot about this. I think a lot of players don't read the actual news tab. I know I'm bad about it, and I'm a content creator. Opening up the news tab and clicking mark all as read. I don't care what it says. So I imagine there's a lot of other players that do that too. But so a lot of players probably never registered this was happening, and a lot of them forgot about it. A lot of them don't care. And the reason that a lot of them don't care is because you've basically launched an event for in-game players. Classic Arena, sure, everyone can participate in. Tag Arena, I guess technically everybody can participate in. It is win or lose. So there's that. But then it's stage 25 of all the dungeons. Use a Hydra key. Stage 21 in faction crypts. Why? Why did you launch something like this for the entire player base and make it in-game stuff? Why not assign point values to each level of the dungeon so that literally all players can participate? Why not all stages of Faction Wars? I don't understand why you did stage 25. I can't believe that this idea got talked about in a room full of people and no one was like, hey, why don't we let everybody participate? This could have been a really cool way for the entire player base to come together and achieve something. And instead, you've yet again boxed out most of your players. Most of your players are not farming stage 25 dungeons. Most of your players aren't using Hydra keys. Most of your players aren't beating stage 21 faction crypts. Most of your players aren't doing Tag Team Arena. Sure, it's win or lose. Fine. Okay. I just don't understand why you set this up this way. You presented it as this fun thing for all the players to do together. And then now it's here and it's flopping because one, you've boxed most of your player base out of it. Two, you did nothing to make it interesting. And then on top of that, you added another layer of unnecessariness to it by, instead of us just getting this when we accomplish this goal, you're putting it into another event that we have to do later. Everything about this is bad. Conceptually, it's great. Every bit of its execution is done wrong. And the point is not how difficult the champ training event's going to be after this. It's not the point. I don't care if it's like a warm-up event. Not my point. The point is it's stupid. We're working, the player base is working together for the opportunity to earn rewards later. Why? Who had that idea and thought that made any sense? I just don't understand it. This, again, was a great idea on a foundational level, and then at every step of the way in its execution, I feel like they dropped the ball. And I don't understand why, because none of this stuff seems complicated to me. It all seems very obvious. It seems very obvious to not make it stage 25 dungeons and faction war stage 21 and Hydra keys and in-game content. When you're talking about the actions of every single player in the game, it's not every single player in the game. It's a small percentage of the players in the game, as a matter of fact. I promise you, most of the players in this game are not doing most of these things. And then, like, use a Demon Lord key. Again, that's open to everybody. They're like, fine, great. Hydra key, sure, technically everybody can use a Hydra key. But, you know, Hydra, I'm enjoying Hydra now since the changes, but I think a lot of people still haven't even come in and give it a look because it was such busted content before. It was so unfun before, and I think a lot of people also don't have time to do it. So I don't know. I hope they'll do something like this again. And I hope what they'll do is add a button in the game over by the events and tournaments tab so that we can click it and track what's going on. Just make it a little bit more interactive, a little bit more accessible, because again, nobody's coming to a website. You know how I found this? You know how I got to this? I Googled Telerain Summer Trials, and Hell Hades' website is the first thing to come up for it. So I clicked his website, and then you scroll down, and he's got a link to this page. I don't even know how to get to this page directly. I had to go through Hell Hades' website. That's goofy as hell. People aren't doing that. Put it in the game. Why would you not just put it in the game? It's easy. It's easy stuff. Make every stage contribute to it. Point values. Make it point values instead of number of runs, and let everybody contribute to it. Let everyone play. I don't know what you have against letting everyone play, but let everyone play, and then let us just get the rewards when we earn them. Don't add them to something else for us to do afterward. Unless it's something else we're going to do together again. Don't make us do all this stuff together to then go do it individually. That doesn't make any sense. There's nothing cohesive about any of that. So that's it. What I'm interested in now is how you guys feel about this. Am I wrong? Are you checking this website on a regular basis? How engaged are you with this? Did you forget about it? Do you care about it? Are you doing stage 25 dungeons? Are you using Hydra keys? Are you doing stage 21 faction wars? Let me know if I'm wrong about any of the stuff I'm saying. I know that there are people that are doing it. I farm stage 25 dungeons. I do stage 21 crypts. I know that there's a lot of other people that do. I'm saying if we broke down the percentage, if we could see the stats of players that are and are not doing these things, I bet you over 90% of the players are not doing most of the things on this list. That's my point. And I don't know why. I don't know why you launched this big event that is everyone play together, everyone do this, everyone fight for the same goals together, and then make it all in-game content. That's just goofy as hell to me. So let me know what you think about this. I'm willing to hear that I'm wrong. I just don't think that I am. I hope that they'll do something like this again. I just hope they'll do it a lot better. I hope they'll be a little bit less tone deaf about it next time. There are so many ways to improve upon this and make this fun for the players to do. And I just feel like they missed it every step of the way. So that's it. I'm getting out of here. Interested to know what you guys think about this one. I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you later.